welcome to the Flex and KG show, another episode.
I do that just like that now. It's easier because I drop a bomb at the beginning, and then we need to talk.
It's default. It's default. What you got to say, man? Big week. We're nearly there.
Flex.
2 more weeks. Well, it's 2 more weeks, but 2 more wins.
Yeah.
2 more wins. 6 points. We saw what Liverpool were on. It's touching distance for the top 4 before we can settle down and focus on
squeaky bum time.
The big thing. But this is like proper squeaky bum time.
This is squeaky bum time.
Can't mess this up. 3 games left, 6 points.
6 points, and you know what? You have to get them as well.
Bro, I'm saying, let's please, Man United, just do it in 2 games. Just go boom, boom.
Well,
Bournemouth away,
it's really
Chelsea
likely.
home.
It's highly likely. Let's really, the team has a week to rest.
Yeah.
So now, our manager actually has time with these players on the training ground to really boost up the morale. I watched videos. I was thinking, right, how are we going to be ready for our last game? Questions were asked.
Yeah, we had a week before that as well.
Yeah, you had a week. But our last game, so I was watching, I was thinking the morale must be low. You know, it's been really bad off the bat of 2 bad results. Yeah. Man United are not in a good shape. They're not in a good way.
Yeah, I worried about that Wolves game.
You worried. You said, how are we going to get
1-0 tight. Who's going to score as well? I was like, whoa. I don't know, because Rashi take the goals out. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. And then now you've gone from having that conversation to, I looked at training, little videos of training, and the smiles, you had to see these little things.
Keeping it calm.
That's important though. So I think he's had time with his players, and you can trust Ten Hag on the training ground. It's one of those things where I know it's a hard game, I know it's a big game, but it's like when big teams are meant to do what they're meant to do, right? So in that game against Wolves, well, we had to be a big team. And then you could see the amount of chances that we create compared to the Wolves' chances. I don't even know if David De Gea was truly, really tested in that game, right? So it's one of those things with dominance has to show itself. If these teams say they are who they say they are, you got to go up and turn up in these ones. So I believe when we go to Bournemouth, Bournemouth already on the beach, right? They're already on holiday, right? They'll probably try to pray for some pride. However, Man United just need to be professionals. Turn up there with the team. And now we've got a real team because your guy's back. The Rolls Royce, the Wraith, the Phantom. He's back in the squad.
And the balance of Luke Shaw going back to left back, we spoke about that, innit?
Absolutely.
Obviously, he's been doing wicked centre back when we had no one else. Fills in, does a job. But just that calmness at left back, and not even
a calmness. He's an attacking outlet.
Yeah, exactly.
I called it a Shaw masterclass in the sense of we're so used to seeing him up and down, bombing on, and it's funny because Sancho probably didn't get the real ratings that maybe he should have got in that game, because I know you Marcel
I marked him quite lowly,
a 5 and 6.
When I looked back, well, yeah, I don't think he played higher than a 6, but I think it was a 5. I think it was a 5, and someone even I think it even said 4. And and I looked back and I saw that he nearly scored. Good save from the keeper.
But he allowed Shaw to hit. That relationship was a good one. Shaw was really involved in the game, but you don't get that. The give and goes have to come from somewhere. So even though you couldn't really notice him, yes, Shaw was getting to the byline, putting the ball back in. He was he was effective. We had something on the left-hand side, and you looked at the left-hand side for the first time and said, well, we didn't miss Rashford. Not saying Rashford ain't good, but we didn't miss him because the left-hand side was effective.
With Rashi, exactly, you think it. And the thing is, Rashi has obviously not been in form, actually, for a hot minute.
Since the injury.
Ironically, since he kind of, picked up that knock and came back for Sevilla.
Rushed.
Yeah, he just hasn't, he's been getting opportunities, but just hasn't quite. Hopefully we can maybe kind of energise him up. I don't know how long he's going to be left here. Rest him up and get him in for ready for City. I don't know if I'm not saying he can't play in the next 3 games, I don't know. We haven't had the team news yet, but you're worrying if he is out, who's going to step up and score? What does the team look like? But then there was this other side of the argument of that if Rashi doesn't play, will the team play a bit differently? Which is what happened. Which is that keep the ball different. Do you think they kept the ball a little bit better in them situations?
I thought it was patient.
That's what I'm saying. Patient. That's not really something that's synonymous with Rashi though. In them last few games where Rashi was playing, it was head down, not really picking the right pass. And I'm not saying that everybody was doing that, but what I'm saying is that we showed that patience in his absence, where it wasn't just a flash of brilliance of why we scored. Because when Rashi scores, it's usually that moment, because he's excellent at that. Yeah, he can run in behind. Yeah, he's good. And without his goals this year, like I said in many a podcast, many a times, we wouldn't be where we are without Rashi's goals. But what I'm saying is that in his absence, because you don't have that, what he gives, that no one else can give.
But then I would say something different. I'll say this has been an amalgamation of like loads of different issues. I think the injury was an element. There's another variable in terms of the fact that the team was just getting into this hero ball place where they were desperate. Desperation FC stepped in and people started to do things that are uncharacteristic. They was doing things because Ten Hag ball, we do wait. You saw him on you saw him, he's like when he's on the pre-season tour, he's like, why are you putting that ball in there? Yeah. There's no time for it. That's a stupid decision. That's when everyone was doing press ups. So I think these lot went a bit left from the philosophy and it started just we started to become a team that was trying to do Moments FC. And then I understand why Rashi was trying to do that because he scored goals from nowhere.
He's trying to get back into the battle. He's trying
to get back into that guy that was just scoring freely and stuff. So,
but it's not something that Rashi, though, has done well, like, is synonymous for. Like the link up, the bringing people into play, the decision making. That's an area of his game.
No, but he's registered many assists. Like,
yeah, but he has
linked up well with players.
Bro, you can't say as a generic area. We love Rashid, but you can't not say that.
He's like a great link-up player. But I'm saying that
he needs to improve on that.
Yeah,
what's one of his weaknesses? It's that.
Yeah, all right.
It's not being sharp. It's not running in behind. It's not being a clean striker of the ball.
So what's his actual?
His weak what?
No, what's his strengths then?
Oh, his strengths is the things that I just said. He's always a threat because in the last line of defence, when he runs in behind, defenders don't want to face him.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a clean striker of the ball.
Okay.
Like he's got good technique.
Yeah.
His finishing still can improve, but this season his finishing's been great. But his conversion, you probably want a higher conversion rate, like a bit more composure in some of the key, like the one against Brighton. You know, you want that acuteness.
But he's like 11 assists. He's the kind of guy that's like 11 assists, a season, right? Would you not say that? 11 about that's
yeah. Well, I want him to be. Yeah,
he's
does he get that all the time?
He's about that.
Yeah, but he's
about that.
But he's and
even in
look,
the era.
I don't want to turn this into like being ungrateful for what Rashi's done. Like I've said it so many times. Like our problem is scoring goals.
Yeah.
And actually that's with Rashford even putting up these numbers where he's got like up there with Osimhen and you know what I mean, and Lewandowski and Benzema, like all the top strikers in the world in all comps, he's up there in the conversation with because we played so many games as well, but he still scored in all them games. But like for the team to kick on, like we just need to, I think we need to retain the ball better and make better decisions in them moments. Now, I'm not saying that's why Sancho should play instead of Rashford because I don't believe that. I'm playing Rashford every day of the week because Sancho is not intense enough. He doesn't work hard enough. Defenders aren't scared of him right now. And when the team gets better all over, then maybe Sancho can be more potent in what we're trying to do. But I'm just saying the downside of Rashi's game has been like, it's decision making.
It's hard because I get when, like, you know, if someone's sitting at the top of the table, you got to look at the rest of the man in the, like, that are just trying to sit at the table and say, well, what are you guys doing?
100%.
Because obviously you've got Rashford there, the big drop off there after that is Bruno. And then after that,
exactly.
It's the rest of the squad, and you're saying, well, the chances that while Anthony was a threat on that game on the weekend, he didn't do what we needed. We needed more in terms of finishing, and that's been Man United most of the season. We've got a goal difference of plus 10, plus 11 now, and it's like these are where the issues are. You're seeing big issues in terms of we get in front of goal and we fluff it. We make bad decisions.
We don't score enough when we're on top, and what that breeds is uncertainty, and then like losing control and losing grips of games, because goals change games.
Absolutely.
If you score against West Ham in the first 15 minutes,
different game.
It stems that flow. We're on the front foot. Things don't happen how they've happened to us before. If you score against Brighton early on, like we didn't do, you know, we don't kill teams off. We're not potent enough. And that, you know, against Aston Villa, we had loads of chances in the first half. We go up 1-0 just before the half time, but then the second half's cagey. And the Wolves game was again like that. In the first half, I thought it was a calm performance. I'm not like saying it was rubbish, but we made the chance. This is what I'm saying. We made the chances to be 2-3 up. Didn't take them. Come out in the second half, and we have these periods in games that are like, you look at the period of the last 10 minutes, the last 15 minutes, last 20 minutes, and you go, nothing's happening. Like, it's a bit of nothingness, where I'm not saying I felt like Wolves were going to score. David De Gea didn't have to make a save. So we defended well, again, because our defence is good. But the attacking and the control, like it does this. It's like a cardiograph. It's like that.
Yeah, but then what the difference is, since he's had this Man United team, he's had less time to work on the training ground and really like, this is how we want to approach. This is how we want to play. Like, we're still not playing Ten Hag ball yet. I don't think we've like truly really played it properly, like fluidly. We've had our moments, but I'm saying, like, in terms of the team really is in its true reflection. Yes, we play a higher line. Yes, we try to play out from the back and stuff. But in terms of just winning it back early, remember there was that stage where we was winning it back high.
We only did that in some spells. There'd be like 5 or 10 minutes where we're on them.
But that's what he wants us to look like. He wants us to win it back early throughout a game. And again, it's what you call it, rest in defense. I've heard these little phrases and stuff that's what he believes in. But we haven't got to see it as of yet. But now with the changes, and to move the conversation on, and even to talk about what's next, is the players that we're linked to, right? I know we had a little light conversation, we can have it on here, and it was like the Rabiot conversation. Because who did you want? There was a player that you said you'd drop, like Kovacic. This is what we're talking. We're talking Rabiot, Kovacic, and Kante came into the conversation. Funny enough, actually, because the rumors that are just milling around is that Chelsea will do some business in that midfield, and they're gonna bolster it. But then they can't keep all those players, right? And then after, if there's a player that's available, you're saying, boom, you would rather bring in Kovacic. Absolutely. My thing is, I hear that, but then it's that thing of, he's really chased Rabiot. Rabiot had a good World Cup.
Yeah, probably what he wants.
And he had a good season under. He's had a good season under Juve. Like, he's not the same. I think there's more off the pitch antics.
It's the perception around him, innit? People say, oh, his mum's his agent, and there's this, that, and the other. And a bit of perception, and I can't knock him. I think I said this on the show of Owen. I was like, I can't knock him, because he's had a good season actually at the World Cup as well, where he probably wouldn't have got as much game time if Kante was fit and Pogba was fit. Let's be honest. But he was there, and he was good for France alongside Tchouaméni and just behind Griezmann. But like, I don't know. Like, I just know what Kovacic's levels to me. Kovacic's levels to Rabiot as well. I think Kovacic in this league knows how to dictate games. And even just in that same World Cup we're just talking about. He got to the semi-final, like, do you know what I mean? And
I hear what you're saying. You know what's funny though, with these players that is being named and stuff? Like, the first time you mentioned Kante, I was like, get out of here, man. I don't want to hear that. Yeah? You had Lampard playing this guy as a right winger. That's what he's been doing recently. And you're like, Kante's not rubbish, you know.
He's not rubbish. He just can't. I have to admit, he just can't stay fit.
He's got fitness issues.
Yeah. He's missed almost the whole season.
Is he free? Is he going to be a free agent?
I don't know if he's going to be a free agent. What are you saying? You're trying to go back to what Fleck was saying last year now? Like, what are you trying to do?
I'd look at it. He's not rubbish.
Here's the thing.
He's not rubbish. No, if you look for someone that's just going to bolster him go on.
He's still wicked.
He's Kante.
When he plays, he's still Kante. Like, Kante. Chelsea are shit. Like, the whole thing of Chelsea.
Kante. He's still him.
He still runs around, does a madness, doesn't stop running. You know what I mean? Nick the ball off anyone, no one can get past him. Like, he's still Kante. Yeah. But even me, like, he just can't, like, he got that massive... You can
use him like 25 games. Sparingly.
100%. Listen, you're talking to the guy. I'm saying Kante's still...
I'm thinking about, because basically what we have here is, we have Casemiro, who's going to be the mainstay in our team, right? Yeah. We're still going to bolster up, but if they said to me, hey, guys, Kante,
just Kante on a free.
On free?
Yeah, but I don't think he is free.
I'm doing it. I'd love to know. Yeah. Like, I'd love to know. This is just, again, playing fantasy league manager, championship manager, however they call it, these games now, right? It's not like, he's still a good player. You know what I mean? I watch him running around here, and I'm like...
Not good.
You're still good, though. Like, you know what I mean? One of those ones, you're still good. Yeah. And especially in certain games, because we do the thing where, obviously, Fred is nowhere close to what Kante's done and achieved and stuff, but... The closest to energy and breaking down that we have is Fred, right? But then in certain games where you say, if next season, and I'm just talking about, let's say, Sir Jim, and it doesn't go the way we expect it to go, and if that guy is available, advocate.
Well,
I'm just saying advocate.
So here's the problem, because people are going to be screaming in the comments, this is the problem. Chelsea castaways, what are we doing? We did it with Matic, just stop. Like, we need younger profile of players. We need the next one. And we do. We do need to freshen up the team. So when you're looking at players like Caicedo, you know, like Declan Rice,
quality.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, and it don't even always need to be Caicedo. Caicedo nearly came to us for, what was it, 6 million, 5 million? Do you know what I mean? In France or wherever else it is in the scouting network, there's another one of that.
Yeah.
Like, we don't always have to get involved in this trying to get Declan Rice for 100 million.
I don't want to sign.
We can't get Jude Bellingham because he's 120 million. You can't get Caicedo now because he's going to be 90, like whatever, or he wants to go Chelsea or whatever it is. Like, my point is that we need to reach into this scouting bag.
Yeah.
Like, find the guy from Saint Etienne or Nantes or Auxerre, I don't care, Montpellier, wherever. Find that guy. Kante was once that. Leicester signed him for about 500 grand. Yeah. Something stupid like that. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, these players exist, so I do think we need to get in that bag.
While I understand what you're saying, let's have it right. When it came to, you need a good mixture of those young players and experience, because to get through when it gets real serious, like look at Man United.
But we've got Casemiro and Eriksen. That's experience.
But Eriksen can't finish it completely.
No, he doesn't have to. That's what I'm saying. He's in the squad. He's in the squad. So get the young, energetic man who's on the rise. He can play every game if he needs to.
I don't know. I say Casemiro definitely, but I'm talking about just the character of just doing it. I wouldn't put Eriksen into that, what do you call it, in terms of saying, you're the man, you're
he's not a seasoned winner, but no, I'm not saying mentality monster, but what I'm saying is he's an experienced, calming influence who, if he's in the squad, are you saying get rid of Eriksen this year?
No, I'm not saying
that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is he can be in the squad. Yeah. Because if you bring him on, or you have to play him in a cup game or something, or the odd Premier League game, whatever, he's going to do fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Obviously, he's our main guy. Eriksen's the only midfielder that we've got who wants to put his foot on the ball.
Yeah.
He's the only one.
Yeah.
Fred can't do that. McTominay can't do that. Not Bruno's playing style. Not Casemiro's playing style. Give Casemiro space and time. He is going to drill a pass in that. But in terms of give me the ball, tempo setting, nice little crisp passes, one round the corner, bounce it back off me, left foot, right foot, don't matter. The thing where
we haven't seen
the thing where
all those things that you're saying, we have not seen that in the last since.
No, I know that, but I'm saying we were saying it before, weren't we?
You was.
We were saying, oh yeah, Eriksen, man.
Yeah,
it's exactly what we've missed. Only because the reason why we got so gassed over that and then ungassed because he's like fading out a little bit.
Yeah.
The reason why we got so gassed over it is because we don't have another profile of midfielder like that. And I always say it, and I'm bored of saying it, but I keep having to bring it to the table. It's the reason we wanted Frenkie de Jong for the whole thing. Because Ten Hag needs that profile. That's a distant,
I know what you're saying. That's a
so whoever can do that job, obviously I'm not saying they have to be as good as Frenkie de Jong. That's a tough ask. He's brilliant. I would say he's a world-class midfielder, Frenkie de Jong. He is. In this position with what he does, he is that. You might say he's a bit young, so he needs to do a couple more, whatever, fine. But to me, he's world-class in this moment, or can be world class easily. Yeah. And he's just won La Liga as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They've just rebuilt the team and they just won it. Just
took
it off Real Madrid.
Poor them fans.
And this is Real Madrid that boss the Champions League doing the thing.
Yeah.
They're miles ahead of them. Miles ahead of them. Do you know what I mean?
This in the thingy. We'll see. Like we'll get into that.
We'll get there. But I'm just saying, like, they're miles ahead of them in the league.
Yeah.
So Frenkie de Jong is the benchmark of the type of player. So I'm saying, make sure that we get at least. I need to look at my squad, bro, yeah? And look all over the park of players who all want the ball comfortably.
Oh, this is the thing, because people talk about Tillemans, because Leicester potentially is a team that could be racing. I don't know.
He
honestly,
runs through treacle though, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not for me. It's not for me. Someone else had mentioned him. I'm speaking to my brother, and he goes,
"Yeah, I can't get.
I don't see him. For me, I don't see it. I know they talked about him having. I remember when he was like one of the youngest captains.
Oh no,
or something.
I won't save if it cuts off. Wait, keep talking, because
I remember when he was
basically we haven't saved the.
No, it will save. That's saved.
That's saved. It's gonna turn off in 1 minute. I don't know.
Go on, do it.
I don't know. It's a bit crazy.
People were talking about. I remember when the Tillemans talk started, and everyone was saying, he's this, he's that, and how you could change things and be the man, right? We haven't really seen that, so I don't want to go and. It's not a player that I would say we should spend the money on. But now when this I just want to clear up this Kante thing though. It's not like it's starting to clear up, but it's that if Kante is available, it's not too expensive. That kind of that characteristic of player, I'd look at it. It's one of them ones that I would honestly, I'd look at it. I
Look at how. Give me. Because hold on. Because also
Chelsea
we don't.
need to sell.
The
We
money's
spend a lot of
crazy.
money.
Like we ain't got a lot of money and all that. You don't know.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. So give me the scenario in which you could look at a player like that and say, you know what? I think you could come here for this price in this squad with where we're at right now, because we've spent so much on hopefully Kane or hopefully Osimhen or hopefully the striker.
Yeah.
Give me the scenario of which he could arrive.
Perfect. That's great.
Yeah, I know you like imagining things.
I like the way
in
you
your
set
head
up.
this is already done.
This is already done. No,
Yeah.
but that's how I like the way you set it up, because
Right.
it helps me out, right?
Cool.
So I know that the club, like, we're gonna go for a transfer saga. It's gonna be horrible. We're gonna probably get Kane.
Osimhen thing.
We'll probably get Kane. Osimhen's gonna go Chelsea. We're gonna get Kane. I don't know if he'll be on the tour. I don't think he'll make it to tour. I think
I
he'll
don't
be.
think we're going to get Kane. I think he's going to stay.
I think we'll sign him. Well, we're going to be linked to him for a very long time.
Yeah, we'll be linked to
Yeah,
him.
so, and we're going to wait, because that's the majority of our money is in that. So now, if you notice, with Man United transfer business, you're hearing things like the Kim Min-jae thing sounds really good, right?
Yeah, that
sounds
really
like
strong.
That piece of money's there, but then they already know we're selling Maguire. So you're kind of using the Kim Min-jae money is really the Maguire money in terms of what we intend to recruit, right? So now you're saying, well, we haven't really technically spent yet, right? Now, if they say, hey, you still need more in midfield because it's not strong enough, it's not heavy enough, and Kante's available, because Chelsea need to sell. They have too many players, right? They brought in Enzo Fernandez. They're going to bring in a super new midfielder that plays with Enzo. Kovacic and Kante, they have to be on the chopping block. So then after, me as a thing, he says, well, 10 to 15. 15's my like top end. After 15, I'm not interested anymore. If I can get Kante for 15 million, and he can play for me, because there's certain games that I know he can play for me.
Yeah, so he doesn't have to be the main guy. But
he's not the main guy, but I wouldn't mind having that in my team, because tactically, imagine I've got Kante today, fit, Casemiro, Bruno, Kane. Come on.
Yeah, for like some games.
Garnacho.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, you all laughed at me.
I know. Sorry.
And you're saying it off of him coming back from a disgraceful big injury again.
Yeah.
But I have to say though,
he's not rubbish.
Bro, you know I love Kante.
I know.
So he's wicked, but I do have to say, the injuries is a big. I know he's not going to play a lot, but still, man, that's a lot of it. That's big injuries, man. He missed the whole Potter era. Do you know that? No, he came back against Aston Villa, I think, and Potter already got sacked.
You said what?
When it was Bruno. Bruno was the manager.
Yeah. Is it all wrong? He was there?
Yeah.
But sometimes they're not in a rush.
He said I'm on Champions League World Cup.
Sometimes they're not in a rush to come back.
That's what I'm saying.
You know when it's bad, when it's chaos, you come back. Remember, like, look how quick Garnacho came back. Garnacho, we said he's not going to see him. We thought he was not going to see him today. When players will finally mysteriously recover when things are better.
Yeah.
Or they fight. Varane's come back faster than we've ever seen. Varane, bro.
Ghost rift.
Bro, Varane got injured before the World Cup. He was crying on the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah? He's crying. He came back. He's crying. He came back.
That was against Chelsea, that was.
Then he got injured again with Martinez that time. And we was like, we're not going to see them back again. Man. So there you go. Like, sometimes the situation will force them to come back. But I think,
wait for Martinez.
Again, I know in the comments, I'm probably the ultimate contrarian. And everyone's going to be like, see, that's the problem. But it's just how I feel.
Yeah, look, if he's not the main guy, if you're painting
15
if you're painting that there, would you spend 10 million on Kante?
Absolutely.
Do you see what I'm saying? You just would. 10 million. 10 million.
Absolutely.
But for me, I need to see players who we can rely on come through that door, who are going to come in and start as well and be the main guys. I need it. If Kante's going to supplement that, I've got no problem. Because I love Kante. I want any excuse to get Kante. But we kind of need to kind of forget about Kante for a bit and say, listen, this midfield, we have to get two proper sixes.
But it's hard.
Of course it's hard. I'm just saying that's what we need.
You're asking for. I know what you're asking for.
I'm just saying that's what we need.
If you want to get the proper ones, so basically, do you want a sure thing?
They don't have to be Caicedo for 80 million.
Do you want a sure thing? Because if you want a sure thing 6, you're going to spend that money. Because let's have it right in terms of, we went for the raw option in Malacia, right? We said, hey, Malacia, come in and do a job. Yeah, we spent how much? It was cheap, right? And what we realized now, as the season's gone on, he's really not ready. He's way too raw, right? So now if you bring in these players that are probably not ready for Man United, because...
No, they have to be ready.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they have to be ready.
You might have to pay a premium for that.
Nah, not if a premium for what's in their league and that, but not like you now have to pay 90 million, 100 million. I'm talking about like a player that's in like Portugal or France and that, mid-table, whatever, yeah, and like what Caicedo was,
but
bro.
in our footballing time,
yeah, but the premium's not going to be 90 million.
United done that?
I'm saying that's what we need to start doing. This is Ten Hag's second transfer window, so I want to see if we can start unearthing those type of signings. That's my point. When have we done it? I agree.
I don't think we've done it in our history. The last time we kind of, and Bruno's still quite expensive, right? Yeah. But the last time we kind of done it, Bruno was 50, like
about 50 odd, yeah.
About 50 odd. Yeah. So that's still on the expensive side, right? Yeah. Like, that's the last player I can think of that's coming from out of the cold in terms of playing for a team that is not
Donny cost 35, didn't he? When we thought, bloody hell, that's good for Donny.
And that didn't work.
And it didn't work.
It hasn't worked at all.
And that's with Eric now as well. Yeah,
it hasn't worked.
He's injured
but he wasn't even, he was nothing to do with it.
No.
So now, it's to bring in a midfielder at Man United, and remember the club, right? It's different here, yeah? The club can eat you up alone. So you need to bring in the right guy. So even why, I know people don't like the Rabiot thing, yeah, but Rabiot's got this kind of attitude of, I don't care. Like, even his mum pay him more. Like, he's got so you're talking about the variables in his player, or the characteristics that say he'll come here and he's not gonna shrink by what he's seeing around him.
Yeah. All right, cool. Big up to you guys. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're going to move the conversation on a little bit. Just off the top of my head, I want to talk about Garnacho quickly.
Incredible.
Like, I just want to see your... I just really want to ask you though.
What?
Because you're just going to say mad stuff, but... What do you think? Yeah, like what can he be? Can he really be it like this?
No, I don't know. That's one I'll say I don't know.
Yeah.
That one I can't say.
I thought you were going to say, of course.
No. Because again,
do you know what I mean?
Hard.
Though?
Do you know it's
because it's like
it's hard.
It's early, so early. But what's your feeling? I just want to see. I want to tap into your emotion. You do have it.
No,
don't say. You just about to say I don't have no feeling. Yes, you do.
I'm excited by him, by this young star.
That's the first feeling.
I've been burnt a few times.
What do you feel though? What do you feel?
No, because Greenwood, it derailed me, bro.
Of course.
No, so
anything can happen.
And so now, what I understand is, because these are young footballers, yeah, for them to make the right decisions, like not every young footballer is going to be Rashford.
100%.
That's going to get through and just win, right? So when I say win, in terms of not have off the pitch serious antics.
Yeah.
Because that road, like, no one would have ever predicted what happened to the Spurs guy, that Dele Alli. You could never have predicted this. No, even if you wrote his career trajectory, it wouldn't say this. So now with Garnacho, you have to hope that he keeps his feet firmly on the ground. Now, I don't know him as I don't know him as a player or his personality to say that will happen. So I can't.
Do you think he could be a superstar?
There's the things are there. There's certain ingredient, but we don't. Again, and now we're having to learn that with these footballers. We honestly don't know. Yeah. We don't know. Like I would have said to you before, Foden, he plays every game. Like he's the main man, and this is it. And this is football for the next 8 years. Is Foden's time.
Yeah. Well, when he was doing really well, it was he's going to win a Ballon d'Or. So he's like amazing.
But
obviously this season, like appendix out, in and out. Happens. Yeah, exactly.
So even Ødegaard went to Real Madrid for all the money in the world.
Yeah. He was the next best thing.
He was supposed to be the guy.
He had to be on bare loans, bare Sociedad and that, just chilling.
It's taken this season at Arsenal and Real, like the environment and everything has to be right for it to work. So now all I'm hoping for Garnacho is, one, he's hungry. I like
Looks
the
like he
manager.
is.
He's hungry.
Yeah.
I
Perfect
do like
manager
the
for him.
relationship that he has with the manager.
Yeah, manager's not a scared, because even in his presser the other day, post-match, he said he still lacks like in defensive actions and transitions and this, that and the other. But for sure, he always throws in like, listen, he ain't that good at X, Y, Z yet because he's young. But look what he can give us. He's perfect for him.
Perfect.
He's perfect for him.
And we always have to use Mason as the reducer to it, because they said Mason, he got the RVPs, the next that's what we were saying. And again, obviously it was off the pitch, but that's part of life.
Don't know,
For a young footballer, they have to manage, they have to traverse through all of this and make the right decision. And it's harder.
Yeah.
It's harder. It's social media, all these other stuff. Yeah, he's having a baby now, he's settling down. I hope it goes the way it needs to go.
What would you do with Garnacho for the rest of the season? Like, are you starting him like against Bournemouth instantly, or are you trying to keep him as this impact sub?
I like Sancho,
especially when Rashford's not there.
I like starting with Sancho and bringing Garnacho on, because when teams are tired, he can really expose teams.
That's what
we saw it. Yeah. You're right. So it's like, that's the last thing you need. You're trying to deal with Sancho. Sancho's been popping it about, and you're trying to come short to get to Sancho, and all of a sudden you bring on this rapid player.
Yeah, they don't want to see it.
You don't want to see it. So I'm more in that space.
And all his best performances have come from that, regardless of the injury. He's better coming from the bench, and that's where it goes into what you said, and which Ten Hag's never going to let happen. Let's not rush this kid. Let's not rush this kid. He's secured the bag now. Yeah. He earned the bag. Yeah. Let's be honest. He earned the bag from this breakout season. He's ahead of schedule.
And he's phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I will use the word. If you want a descriptive, the guy's phenomenal. He's that, in terms of what he's managed to do is, remember, there's other youngsters trying to come through. He set himself apart and said, listen, guys, while you lot are on your thing, I'm him. I'm really a first teamer. Like, I know you lot are doing first team training, but I'm with these man. Like, this is my team. You man can come in and stuff, and obviously enjoy the youth game that you're gonna play on Thursday or whenever they play. I'm gonna start.
But just last year, he was taking his top off, scoring in the Youth Cup final. Like, it's insane. Like,
that's the phenomenal part.
That's the thing that you do have to look back at and go, wow, well, he's done that. And you see like all them kids he was playing with, and you're like, he's now leapfrog all of them. By miles. He's leapfrogged certain senior pros at the minute.
Sancho.
He's kind of not ahead of Sancho, because we're still picking Sancho to start.
No, but he's ahead of it. Like,
he's impacting.
For us, we'll say that.
But to Ten Hag, he's not.
Of course, but I'm saying for us in terms of, not even like on the eye test.
Yeah, but who do you want?
But if you say like of wingers that you think are going to be effective and creative, you're going to say Rashi number one. Yeah. And then after you're going to say, we can say Garnacho or Anthony. You probably say Anthony.
It's Anthony just, but it's Garnacho's right there.
There you go.
But again, look at the similarity of playing style versus what Sancho is. He's a different profile of winger, and that's why Garnacho is just so direct. But he, from on tour when we saw him, didn't see him play, but he was there.
Wicked. He probably was
like
late.
Do you know what? It wasn't until I watched the replay back when I got out of the ground, because when I watched it in person, you're there. I'm like, Garnacho, please score. Yeah, you just go back. But I didn't realise he went chuk chuk. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, low. And I didn't realise how far he was from the goal as well.
Low.
Yeah, it's a really good goal. And that keeper, Bentley, whatever his name is, he was making save on save in that game.
The game of his life.
Do you know what I mean? That one he made from Sancho down to his right, it's a wicked save. The one he made from, was it Anthony's shot down to his left? Good save. Like, but it had to be good on that day to beat him. He was just having one of them games. Same like Steele did against us. For Brighton, just kept saving.
Still had a wicked game against Arsenal.
Let's get there, go on.
No, it's just funny.
Some people have been debating with you, like,
they're idiots.
Man City.
I hate when people say, no, honestly, this is what I'm right now I can just say this, I mean, a lot of people have been coming for me and saying, hey, KG, you're an absolute disgrace, you're a cheat. Yeah. What is this thing of Arsenal? Yeah, and why don't you have it for Man City? I said, guys, look at my era of when I was crazy about football, Roy Keane, Vieira. Bergkamp, right stamp on Schmeichel. Keown versus Van Nistelrooy and everyone that piled in on him, right?
Ronaldo doing the stepovers on Ashley Cole,
and then
taking to kick him down and that.
Everything. Like this is my
Wenger gets sent off, don't know where to go.
Where like I'm standing here. You know what I mean? Like this is what I've grown up in. So while the Liverpool thing was, because Fergie taught us to hate Liverpool, right, and Leeds, right, but the Arsenal thing, because we was fighting for these guys for the title when I was really like I was crazy about football, like it made me emotional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't now turn that off. That's there. Now the Man City thing, when he started talking about this team recently, but what we have to talk about now is, even though we started talking about it recently, they got 4 games to the treble. 4 games, Fleck. Yeah? That's crazy. But it's Hala Madrid.
If I'm honest, do you want me to give my honest opinion?
Yeah.
Oh, I know you do want me to give my honest opinion.
Of course I do.
I'm not lying. The Arsenal thing, I hear it, yeah? Especially as London-based fans.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we don't have in our family...
And my family, by the way.
Yeah, and your own person. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so,
half Arsenal.
That's what I'm saying. So when you're from London, you're going to have... If you choose to be the outsider and support the team that's Liverpool or Man United, in your family and in your construct, you're going to have bare Arsenal fans.
Mad.
It's just how it goes in London.
And you've been arguing
Chelsea,
from the inception of time.
So here's the thing. So I get that from an emotion, like in your life, in KG's world, it's more unbearable in your world. With who you speak to, with your phone, and who's going to come at you and talk to you. It's more unbearable for you to see Arsenal win the league than it ever is for City to win the league. Yeah. I get that.
And I'm used to it now. They need to win
and
the
they're
league all
used
the
to
time.
it. However, let me press pause.
Yeah.
We need to press pause.
This is a good pause.
This is a big pause. I, at the moment, don't really care. And about Arsenal. I wanted them to win the league.
Oh, I care.
And I know, and I'll cook Robbie.
Yeah.
And like, I know, like, it's kind of like a double-edged thing, because it's like, if Arsenal don't win, we can laugh at them anyway. Yeah. But we need to get to the nitty-gritty. Look here, bro. Yeah. I know it's not all in shot. So it's not all the 99 team, but you got Scholes there, you got Beckham in that bit, but obviously we can see the man-them over there.
Yeah.
Keane, Schmeichel, Neville, Irwin, York,
the man-them.
Cole, the man-them.
Treble.
Cantona's just there, he's just out of shot.
Bro,
like, forget Arsenal for a minute. Yeah, that's
well, they
nice.
live rent free. But I get what you're saying. I know it. I just keep a space for them though. That's fine. Carry on,
bro.
I get what you're saying. But
we need to get serious. Let's just say this as it is. This is taking the Man United hat off of. Don't say that. Let's just say things as they are.
Yeah.
Man City are light years ahead of us.
Yes.
Are they a bigger club than us? No, but they are rewriting their current history of domination.
Yeah.
As it stands.
Yeah.
They are 4 games away from equaling our greatest ever achievement. The team that can't fill the stadiums, the empty ad RUF Insure, all of that. Yeah, great. If you're a City fan, you laugh at Man United now.
Oh, of course.
We're a laughing stock to them.
Yeah, we're the underdogs in the final.
This is 100%. They're like, Man United in the final, we can embarrass them and get get treble on them. Yeah. I hope I'm wrong. And I'm going to believe in Vinicius. Hala Madrid. Yeah? You know, it's Hala Madrid. Yeah? They kind of soften it out. But anyway, I'm going to believe till the cows come home for everything on it. Yeah?
Karim Benzema.
Yes, 100%. But I think Man City are going to win the Champions League. I do. No. I'm just being honest.
No.
So here's the thing.
That's the one trophy.
You can do this.
That's the one trophy.
Right, okay.
No, but that's it. That's why I come to life. I said, I'm very consistent, bro. I love watching when your team's rubbish.
On our watch.
Wait, when your team's rubbish, I hear it.
There's no you don't get to do this.
I hear it.
Oh, if we just treble on our watch.
Okay, wicked.
Do you understand?
I do.
4 games.
Let me talk to you, bro. Let's deep this, right? Because it shouldn't be. Why are you saying this on our watch? Man United fans, Man United team.
Yes.
We're playing them in the final.
Yes, it's in our hands.
So wait, it's all in our hands. Yeah. So when you say on our watch, they have that thing that you're talking, that energy. Well, we have to beat them.
Yeah.
In the FA Cup final.
Yeah. Regardless of what happens in Champions League or whatever.
Regardless of what happens, I bought my ticket. I'm gonna be there. I paid a lot of money. Yeah. I'm going. Yeah. To back my team. So there's that one side. Now I'm hoping other teams can do a madness, and I still want to win the FA Cup final though, is what I'm saying. So while there's moments here, it's in our hands to stop them. So if this legacy means anything to us and the players and the whole of Man United as a team, as a football club, as a bit, whatever you want to see it as, we have to turn up. And I'm happy that at least we can stop it. This is the one thing
you want it in your hands if it's gonna. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
You know what I mean? They could have beat us at home one time and won the league, I think, and then Pogba, was it?
Yeah.
But they could have won the league against...
No, they could have won it at Etihad.
There you go.
They were 2-0 up.
And Pogba saves the day.
And then we came back, Pogba and Chris Smalling.
There you go. They saved the day and they say, look, guys, why you want to do that thing? Not today. Yeah. Not with us. Yeah. And that's what we got to do. So there's moments, you still got Madrid in the way, yeah? You still got them in the way, and you still got us in the way. Someone's got to do it. Simple as that. I'm
gonna say something really pessimistic, that you might want to hear.
That's you.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say they're gonna do treble. I'm just like speaking if they did. Yeah. Because Owen was talking about this as well, and it's really true.
We're finished.
What kind of ending would that be to the Glazers' tenure? Right at the end of they've rinsed the whole club, and you literally get the rise of Man City doing a treble.
And everything's perfect over that side.
And everything's perfect over that side.
And they tried to
and the third Premier League in a row as well. So we've done that before. Now they're about to do it because they're going to win.
It's a dynasty. They're a dynasty.
Do you see what I'm saying? So that would highlight Man United in all of its shame, bro. And it would put this. Then we don't know what's going on with the takeover. Is it going to be Sir Jim Ratcliffe? Is it going to be Sheikh Jassim? Whoever it is, we don't know what's going to happen. So you got one team that don't even know who's going to be owned, who used to be the kings of everything in their city, in world football, in the Premier League. Yeah, we can't even get past semi-finals and quarterfinals and semi-finals in quarterfinals in Europa Leagues anymore. Fact. Can't get over the line in Europa League anymore. Fact. Yeah, versus the team that was winning Champions Leagues and going deep into it. So next season, we could be in the complete dark. Now, don't get me wrong. When you say things like that, what people think is, come on, we've got Eric Tanner, we've done really good. I'm not Xing out any form of progress. Yeah. I'm saying the realistic state of Man United where it could be, considering what Man City are on the cusp of doing, and we are in control to stop them.
No, but the mistake you're making,
but it could be disgusting, and it will be indicative.
I think the mistake that you're making is, bro, the pendulum that you're talking about, it swung 3 to 4 years ago. We're done out here.
No, but treble on the watch that's knockout blow, bro. Do you understand?
It's wicked.
Like, do you understand, bro?
It's done.
Treble. I'm telling you. And to get the treble, they will have to beat us in our face.
Exactly. But I'm saying that.
Well, and then go in the Champions League final. But
I'm saying that the pendulum in terms of dominance of Manchester, bro, we're gonna play them in the finals, and we are the underdog. Yeah. We're not the remember they are the noisy neighbor, bro. They're not the noisy neighbor, bro. They built the house extension pool. You know, when they start even building into your land, and you're there with the little measuring thing, like, hold on, like you say, wait. They built onto man's land. Do you know what I mean? But however, this has happened over many seasons. This has been happening. Now, when you talk about Man United, it's that thing of we're in our, I would call us our Liverpool phase, spearing, you know them man there, where we're in that thing where they're still a big club. Liverpool will always be seen as a big club, but they're not doing big club things, right? And Man United is like akin to a sleeping giant in a sense. It can be good, it can be big. What needs to happen now is the strategy behind it and ownership. So yes, as Owen is correct, it will say a lot about the Glazers and how they've managed this club to look at two teams. One team you've taken all the dividends out and you've rinsed this team and you spent probably the same amount as this team. However, on this side, their owners have done a madness. Amazon Prime, the stadium's beautiful, behind the stadium's beautiful, the youth teams, everything they've done over there is working. Over this side, you've just left it derelict.
It's rotting.
And look what you could have been if you put the same attention.
That hurts. Showing Man United in that light, which you could already say that is the case, because that is the case in terms of our training. That's the case where Man United's rotting and they're not. But I'm telling you now, bro, that hits
this is
different.
the thingy. This is the final. This is the nail in the coffin. And it's getting, you gotta like erase the dubs, bro.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta be, and that's why I said raw. When people said, KG raw, you laughing at Arsenal the other day, I said raw, bro. If I'm gonna die tomorrow, do you think I'm not gonna go hard today?
Yeah.
I know,
because our thing could be coming.
My thing's coming. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good, bro. I'm
could be on top of
I got
the
24. You heard the
beat them.
tune there. You got 24 hours to live. What would you do? Where would you go? Who would you Who would you
That's
want to
literally
notify? And then I use my 24 hours to love Arsenal.
All right, last 3 games. What's going to happen? What we doing?
Win.
Finishing off.
Win. Wait, hold on.
Win or 3?
This is what I think is really going to happen. Win against Bournemouth. Madness. Banana skin Chelsea. Sudden mad draw. Fulham. Last game of the season. Win. Nerve ending. Me and you really worried. And we just win against Fulham. I think it's win, draw, win. I'm
going to change my tune a little bit. You might say, don't do that, flex judge, all that.
Don't. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Don't say I can win all 3.
No, I wasn't going to say that.
You say we're not going to do it. Say we're not going to do it. Just let everyone stick to themselves.
No, I said, no, in the last thing I said, we won't get top 4 if we don't beat Wolves. But we beat Wolves.
Don't, though.
So I can't give my opinion then now.
I don't want
All right, you don't hear it. Fair enough.
Not here.
All right.
You understand, though?
Bro, I'm actually not allowed to do it.
No,
I'm actually not, on my own platform, I'm not allowed to share everything.
Do you understand, though? This, I know, bro.
And everyone in the comments is going to be saying, right now, you just listen to him flex. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Just hear.
All right.
And then you can celebrate later and say, that's what I was going to say.
No, because no one's going to believe me.
I believe you. Write it down on a piece of paper. Wait, write it down in notes on your phone, and then you can write it down.
But you said to me and everyone else, you said we've got to stop this judge thing. It's not that. You can't.
Because we're fragile.
Bro,
we're fragile. Before I would have said, say it with chest.
I said we weren't going to be Bournemouth.
And bro,
but just
write it down. If you want to, you can write it down and you can tell them I told you.
All right. Listen. Smash the like on the video. Censored, silenced on my own.
No, but you understand though, Flex.
I know. That's just what it is. I can't even have my own say anymore. But let us know what you guys think with regarding top 4 transfers, the strategy, and how you're feeling about Manchester City. Our chances of stopping them. Do you think they're going to get through in the Champions League? And if they were to do the treble, what that means for us.
Would you take Kante for 10 million?
And would you take Kante? Would you take Kante for 10 million? I mean, I didn't expect you to go there, but
I did. I know.
People are going to say you're crazy, but yeah. Anyway, we're back again soon with another one.